Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at this Diode Dynamics SS5 Pro LED combo pod light with bracket. This 5-inch LED combo pod light is going to be great for seeing near and far. This is going to give you bright light with reduced glare for improved visibility and safety. As you can see, I have this light connected to my power source already. What you're currently seeing is one of my favorite features of this light. It's the backlight. And we'll talk about that in a moment or two. I also have the bracket installed on this light, and this bracket is going to let you install this light virtually anywhere on your vehicle. It does include the hardware to install this bracket with the light on your vehicle, and then it also includes the hardware to install the light to the bracket. And what's nice about using this light with the bracket is you're going to be able to adjust the angle of the light wherever you want it, and once you have that angle set, just tighten down the hardware and you will be good to go. Now I do have a bracket here that's not been installed, just to show you what this looks like. This is going to be constructed of sturdy aluminum, so it's going to do a great job of withstanding the elements. You're not going to have to worry about corrosion or anything like that. Now let me shut my studio lights off here and back off just a little bit, just to show you what this amber backlight is going to look like from a distance. So as you can see, that's going to really add a stylish touch to your vehicle, or it can give you a little more visibility when you're not using the main beam. Now speaking of that main beam, let me fire that up and you can see the vast difference between the amber backlight there and that yellow beam. And then I'm going to shine this on the wall behind me to give you a better look at that beam. So this combo pattern is a mix between your driving beam pattern and your flood beam pattern. So that makes this light great for general all-around use. This light has a color temperature of 3000 Kelvin, so this yellow color is going to be great for bad weather. It's going to cut through rain and fog. And this has a raw lumen rating of 8,900 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 7,900 lumens. And even with my studio lights on, you can see just how bright this light is, and you can still see that beam pattern real well. Now this light does have a peak beam intensity of 58,500 candela, and candela ratings measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. Now the power draw on that main beam is 6 amps, and on the backlight it's 0.24 amps. And this light is designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't real efficient at focusing all of the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and then focuses all of that light forward very efficiently. And then instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into this lens surface. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss you see with an outside lens. As you might know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you could lose up to 10% of that light just from it shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're actually going to pick up some efficiency rather than lose it. Now turning this to the back here, I do want to mention that this does include the industry standard integrated Diode style connector, and obviously I have this plugged in to power the light, but here's what that pigtail looks like when it's not plugged in, and there's your connector. And while we're also looking at the back of this light, we do have 2 breather patches. I'm going to see if I can show those to you. Move that bracket there just a little bit. There we go. So we have 2 breather patches there, then that's going to help prevent moisture buildup in the light. And then these heat sinks on the back of the housing are going to do a great job of quickly dissipating heat, and that's going to increase the longevity of this light. Now this light has been built with high intensity LED chips, and it does feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. And the heavy-duty construction is going to do a great job of withstanding extreme temperatures, corrosion, and vibration. Testing has been completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And an interesting fact is that Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled this light right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Let's go over some measurements. Looking at the overall width from end to end, we're sitting really close to 5 1/8 inches wide. That's going to be the same for the height as well. But of course, when you add that bracket, you're going to have an increase in the height. So from the top of the light to the bottom of our bracket, it's going to be about 5 1/2 inches tall. That's going to depend on the angle of the light, but overall about 5 1/2 inches. And then looking at the depth from the front of the light to the end of our heat sinks, we are pretty close to 2 3/4 inches deep. So this light does draw high current, and it does require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, it is important that you use wiring that's 16 gauge or larger. Well, that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.